Hey everybody, I have another special Transformers Dark of the Moon review for you. This is the Takara Tomy exclusive JETWING Prime. Now it's a very nice figure, but I need to point out right off the bat, this is not the Buster Prime version of Dark of the Moon, or the Dark of the Moon version of Buster Prime. It's basically a regular ROTF Leader Class Prime with a few modifications, and then the big jetpack, of course. It doesn't have the Buster Prime paint app that everybody really was hoping for. It doesn't have the shiny parts in most places. It has a few, but most of the parts are just the gray plastic, so keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and get into some more of the details now. Like I said, it's basically an ROTF Leader Prime. It's got the resculpted abdominal section, which looks really cool. It's got a little thing in there. I don't know why that's there, but it is. Let me zoom in on the abs for you so you can see. So that looks movie accurate. That little thing on his crotch, I don't know why that's there. The head's the exact same as before. Almost everything else is exactly the same. There's really not a whole lot to point out. He does not have the swords that fold out on his arms, and he does have a little snap system so that you can get the guns in there. That's new. They didn't have that before, obviously. So these are his big guns. They just this part snaps into his side of his forearm. That goes up through his hand, and then that snaps down on top so that he can hold them. They're not that heavy because they're mostly hollow. They could have used some nice paint. They are metallic, like a gunmetal metallic, but they really don't have any paint on them. It's just solid plastic, so it definitely could look a little bit better. I'm not going to bother putting that back on for now. He's got two of those, obviously. They're exactly the same on each side. Get those out of the way for the rest of the review for now. Okay, so now probably the part you guys care about most is the jetpack, the jet wings, whatever you want to call them. He's got this part that folds down over his shoulders. It actually works really well. It's kind of seamless. It just kind of blends right into the rest of the figure, so that looks good. His feet have an extension. This part right here just snaps on. That looks pretty seamless. You can't really tell it's there, so that's a plus. As you can see, he really doesn't have much of a backpack aside from the obvious backpack. It's supposed to be there though, so it doesn't count. So that's okay. These are really posable. I'll show you that in a second. The turbines for the jets are painted bright red, I think it's just glossy. I don't think it's metallic, but it is in there, so it's a little bit of variation, so that's cool. The wings are the shiny silver that we were hoping to have more of on the Prime itself, but they do have that, and these have that, and then the rest is the gunmetal. These are articulated just like that. He has two of those on each side. Two on each side, same range of motion. They also rotate that way. So plenty of options as to how you want to use that. Really, however you like it best is what you can do. The instructions, I think they tell you to open these up back here, but to me that just looks silly, so I leave them closed. I say I think they tell you that because it's all in Japanese. All the words that are on there are Japanese. But as you can see, the jetpack kind of is pretty seamless. It just fits right on there nicely, and it looks really nice. I like it overall very much. This guy was expensive too, just like the Voyager MechTech Optimus. Very expensive. This one was just under $200. But this one I think is a better value than the MechTech Optimus. Even though it costs more, you're getting a lot more for it, and it's a lot better of a figure. So the robot mode I really like. The only thing it really needs is some, like the Buster Prime paint job would be really nice. Otherwise, it's pretty good. He also does have the canisters that turn into the Buster gun, the Buster Prime gun. Same exact mold as before, only this time it's not the shiny metallic. It's just the ugly gray, unfortunately. But he does have that gun, so if you want to use that, you can use that. And you've got your Buster from the Buster Prime. I should get that out to compare. Maybe I'll do a review on that guy too, just so you guys can see the differences. But either way, that's the combined mode, I'll call it, and that's the Jetwing Prime with the jetpack on and his Buster gun. These guns are just so big, it's hard to pose them nicely, but you can do it, and I like them a lot. They still look cool, but they are really, really big. Either way, there's robot mode for the Jetwing Prime combined. Let me get the jetpack off of him so I can just show you Optimus as he is, in case you don't know what the ROTF Optimus is, and then I'll show you a vehicle mode. Alright, so hang on a second, let me get him transformed. Okay, so I've removed Optimus's jet wings, his jet backpack thing, and this is the Leader Class Optimus Prime basically from ROTF with the new additions I already pointed out. It's possibly one of the best Transformers ever in my opinion. It's just a really great figure. It looks almost spot on for the movie. Sure, the wheels could be rearranged just a little bit, a couple extra details here and there, but really it's just about perfect in my opinion. The backpack is a little bulky right here, but you can unpeg those and just swing them around down here if you want to, even though that's technically where they belong. So you can kind of play with that a little bit. Something I should mention, this is the battery compartment in here. It does not come with batteries if you get this, the Takara Tomy version. Since it didn't come with batteries, and I don't keep batteries in my figures just in case they leak, I don't have batteries in him, so I can't show you, but he does have a couple of sound bites inside, just like the ROTF one. You can see his gears move when you do that, and his eyes will light up, and he'll say some things if you press that little thing there. But like I said, I don't have the batteries, so I can't show you. He's got the full articulation, full shoulder in and out, front and back, elbow, the wrists spin. Same thing with the hips. The knees are there. The feet are on a ball, so they have plenty of range of motion. Just perfect articulation. There's no waist twist, unfortunately, but most Transformers don't have that anyway. This is basically the perfect Optimus Prime figure. I don't think you can beat it, really. Except if you have a Buster Prime, maybe. But since this one comes with the jetpack, I'll have to pick this one. He can still hold his big guns if you want him to. They just tab in here. So even if you don't want him to have the jetpack on, you can still give him his big guns. Really big guns, if you want to. Or you can just keep the Buster gun out, which I already showed you, but I don't have it to show you right now because I've already broken it down and combined it and put it on his back, so you can see that. Just slides in. Each one of these little blue parts have a little slide-in piece, and these just condense and slide in there. So it stores the gun just like that. So there's the plain old robot mode. In my opinion, you can't beat it. It doesn't have the swords on this version, but it does have the new abs and a couple paint details that are changed as well. So there's a robot mode, very, very nice. He's a little back heavy, but that was mostly my fault. So there you go. Let me show you real quick just how simple it is to put the jetpack on him. This just slides onto his back. These fold down over the top, as I already showed you in the other part. And then this is just a little spring clip. So you slide this part on and spring clip it on, and then fold these down, and you're good to go. That's all you have to do. So that's pretty cool. Let me get him in vehicle mode. I'll convert the guns so that they can go onto his vehicle mode, and then we'll talk about that. Okay, I have Optimus in his vehicle mode now. And this is easily the best Optimus with vehicle mode. Best robot mode I already said, best vehicle mode too. It's just perfect. Everything is filled in perfectly. It could have a couple of details like the chains hanging here, but that's not really necessary. This is all filled in. It's got the flames there, the hitch there, flames on these parts of the blue, flames on the top. Nice metallic orange to red fading with the flames there. The windows could maybe be a different color instead of being clear to show the gears in there, but that's not a big deal. Could have a lot more of the silver instead of the gray plastic, like the silver on the wheels and the box could be a lot more places, but I guess I can live with it. It's got clear headlights, clear tail lights. Could use more paint here and there, but what Transformer couldn't? So really, this is the best vehicle mode. It's perfect. It's really heavy, and it makes a nice truck. It's just seamless. Let me show you how it looks when you put the Jetpack Attachment on it. First, let me just show you. There's the truck. There's the Jetpack Attachment. It's just huge. So let me see if I can get it on there and then get it on camera. Alright, it actually snaps in place. I'm just going to set it in place right now for the sake of showing you. Move the camera so you can see. It's just massive. He's got the turbines and the guns that stick out. There are ports on all over the turbines, on the guns, for the MechTech accessories for the smaller ones. Of course, there's more there. The wings are still fully posable. Like I said, I didn't snap it in, so it's kind of given away as I do it. But you can pose them however you like, whichever way you think looks the best. And there's actually one interesting thing that I'm not really sure about. Maybe one of you guys knows. I don't. These are the instructions, and since it's in Japanese, I can't read them. But it shows on the wings these little guns that snap on with these weird little pegs. Now, I'm not sure what those are. I've never seen those. They don't come with any of the other figures that I've seen. So maybe it's an add-on pack you can buy. I don't know. But those go on these spots on the wings. So if anybody knows anything about that, please let me know. I'm very curious. I don't know what those are for. But either way, there he is in vehicle mode with the giant apparatus. I don't know if anybody would ever use the wings out like that, but there you have it. There is the vehicle mode of the JETWING Prime, Takara Tomy exclusive. The vehicle mode's very cool. Of course, robot mode's cooler. Let me get this off of there for now. I would rate this figure overall a 9.5 out of 10. It's just a great figure. If you have the money, I would definitely say pick it up. You can't go wrong with a really cool Optimus figure. So grab it if you can. I really like this figure. Robot mode, vehicle mode, combined, everything. It's just really cool overall. So overall, 9.5 out of 10. Definitely recommended. And that covers my 2 exclusive Optimus reviews. I have a couple customs I'm going to film real quick, so keep an eye out for those. And in the meantime, keep collecting.